Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's GentooMan here, also known as Rainy, and today's story time is just going to be a quick one because I don't have a lot of time to record today, so I'm not going to waste any time. I just wanted to tell this story quick because it happened last night, actually. So I was just working at the movie theater, as I do. And at the movie theater that I work at, we sell alcohol, and we have like a fridge. It's locked, and one person is specifically designated to work the bar till at night, and you're the one who has to sell the alcohol. And so we also have this rule that like you can't sell alcohol to someone who appears to be intoxicated already. I think that's just a general rule of selling liquor and substances. But I had this guy come up, and like he seemed pretty normal. Like he didn't seem under the influence of anything at all. So he asked for 2 Crown Royals, which is like a whiskey and Coke type deal. And we have a max of 2 drinks, and he was only ordering 2, so I gave them to him. And I didn't really think much of it. I had to open them at the counter because that's another rule, because you can't sell sealed alcohol in case it leaves the premises. So yeah, I sold them to him, and it wasn't really that big of a deal. It was in the middle of a rush. There was a lot of people coming to see movies, so I sold them to him. He was on his way, and I kind of kept going about my business. And after a little while, the rush died down. All the show times had gone in. Everyone was in their movies. There wasn't really much of a crowd anymore. So I was kind of just standing there, relaxing. And one of my coworkers came out of the bathroom, and he was like, "Hey, man, who did you sell those Crown Royals to?" And I told him, like, yeah, I just had a guy come up and buy 2 from me earlier. Like, why, what's up? And so he told me, he's like, yeah, I was checking the washrooms. And so all of the doors of the washrooms are locked, like, to all the stalls, but nobody's in them. And I had to open them. And there was, like, 2 cans of Crown Royal in one of the toilets. So I was just wondering who you sold it to. And so I told him, like, oh, that's kind of weird. I guess that guy couldn't handle his liquor at all because he seemed, like, completely sober and normal. And he was, like, a nice guy when he came up and ordered them from me. So that's kind of weird. And I'll be on the lookout for him. Now, I'm glad he brought up this guy because otherwise I probably wouldn't have remembered his face. But I did remember his face because he ended up coming back later, and he was, like, noticeably drunk this time. And he asked for 2 Crown Royals. And I said, like, sorry, like, didn't I sell you 2 earlier? And he's like, yeah, I just wanted to get 2 more. I said, like, sorry, we have a 2-drink minimum, like, not minimum, maximum. I can't sell you any more. Like, we have a maximum of 2. He's like, oh, okay, well, I'll have 1 Crown Royal then. I'm like, yeah, sorry, like, I sold you 2 earlier. That would be 3. I can't sell you 3 either. And he just goes, shit, and then walks away. And I'm just trying to not laugh to myself and, just die laughing because that was pretty funny. He said it pretty loud too, but I just kind of carry about my business, help all the rest of the customers. But the guy ended up coming back a 3rd time, actually, and he didn't ask for any alcohol this time. He just asked for a spoon. He's like, do you have a spoon? I'm like, I have a wooden spoon. He's like, that'll work. And we have these wooden spoons for, like, soft serve ice cream, so I gave him a spoon, and then he left. I don't know what he's going to do with a wooden spoon. I was telling my coworkers this story, and they're like, oh, maybe he's, like, doing bath salts with the spoon. But, like, I think you need a metal spoon for that, don't you? Like, you got to heat it up. Like, if you try and heat up a wooden spoon, you're going to set it on fire. Like, that's not going to work. But, yeah, that was interesting. That was the drunk guy. And I ended up seeing him when I was, like, walking home from work when I got out at, like, around midnight. He was just kind of running around the parking lot, still with this spoon, which I thought was pretty funny. I don't know what he was doing. He seemed like a pretty normal dude earlier, but yeah, he kind of just ended up doing that. Anyways, guys, that was just a little story about a kind of funny drunk dude I encountered at work last night. Sorry, this probably isn't the most interesting story of all time, and I also kind of sound like I want to kill myself right now. I'm really tired, and yeah, I don't know, I sound miserable, but I like making these videos, you know that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you did, leave a like and subscribe if you're new. You guys know the drill. Thank you so much for all your continued support. Love you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.